Taking all this into account, I think we need to reimagine safety engineering. There's some issues that we have to address at the high level. One is societal. Net risk is not going to be enough. There's more aspects to risk than just the total mishap rate and the total fatality and harm rate. And what we're going to find out in real life is that better per human will be per incident. Every single time there's a high visibility loss event, people will judge the embodied AI system on whether they, as an operator or a reasonable operator, would have avoided that mishap. And if the answer is, oh, I would never have made that mistake, whether it's true or not, if they think it's true, that will prove to them as a person that the technology is unsafe. So selling on net risk is not enough. You're going to be judged on every single incident, and you have to have a plan for dealing with that. You're not going to be perfect, but you need to have a plan for how you plan to deal with that. The next thing is there's a technical challenge. Heavy tail edge cases, rare events with high severity. There's going to be a lot of them. So many you can't just say, well, collect the ball and it'll be fine. You're going to have to plan for incomplete training. I look at it as you have an imperfect system operating in an imperfect world, and yet it's going to happen. The next one is there needs to be an accountability approach. So here's a picture of a drone. And this drone, you might say, all right, go take a picture of this building over here. And the building happens to be on the other side of an airport. So the drone takes a shortcut over the airport and puts a flight in risk. There's an aircraft landing and there's a near collision or maybe an actual collision with an aircraft. Who's accountable for that? Is it the person that said take a picture and thought that, of course, the drone will out-navigate around the airport because that's what it's supposed to do? Is it the programmer who told the drone to navigate? What if the drone was just trained and it's never done that before? It just decided this particular day it's going to fly over an airport. How does that work? Well, we're going to have to apply human negligence standards to AI-based systems. There's no other system that's going to be viable. We're going to have to say, well, if an AI system misbehaves, whoever had the ability to overrule the misbehavior is responsible, and probably that's the manufacturer. We also have to respect the limits of human capabilities. Humans have limits in perception response time. They have limits in automation bias and automation complacency. If the person operating that drone had photographed 100 houses on the other side of the airport, and every time it had gone around the airport, it's kind of unreasonable to expect them to monitor every second of flight this time, because they know in their heart it's going to work, but this is the time it does something dangerous. From a safety point of view, it's no longer enough to say safety is just the minimization of risk as a single metric. There needs to be a multi-constraint satisfaction approach. There are going to be a bunch of stakeholders who put constraints on how the embodied AI system is allowed to behave. Some of them will have to do with net risk outcomes, but some of them will be rules that really have nothing to do with easy to understand net risk, but rather non-interference with operations, such as not messing with aircraft flight paths, and other rules that are in place for things that are indirectly or maybe even not at all related to mishaps caused directly by this embodied AI system. Stakeholders are going to have to contribute aspects of risk constraints to the requirements, and the safety evaluation is going to have to make sure all the constraints are met rather than just saying, well, we've minimized the risks we know about, so it's good enough.